situations are critical. You gotta look first before you go.
You were there in the beginning of the Twilight Noobs when two men became less manly because of a book. You were there when they delved deep into the mystical mind of Stephanie Meyer, when she decided to make a horrific film that was not supposed to be horrific. It was a romance. And then you preserved your own life just to be met with an equal match of the second book, Noob Moon. Hi guys, welcome to Noob Moon. Just kidding, we're Twilight Noobs, and we're getting ready to suffer once again on a foreign planet made by the one and only Stephanie Meyer. Can we all just agree that she is outrageously sad that she is an adult and dreams about being a little girl? That's all I have to say about that. Hi, I'm Eric.
I'm Jason, and we're back for book 2.
We're back.
We're back.
We never left. We've been coming back every week. It's not like we went anywhere.
We have been on top of our game with consistency. Haven't missed a week.
Oh my gosh. We have 4 jobs between the two of us. It's pretty crazy. Does this count as a job? This might actually count as a job.
It's like a part-time
6
job.
jobs. It's a bedtime job.
It's a part-time. I said a bedtime job. I didn't say a bed. What does that even mean?
That's what I heard. That means it's time for me to go to bed. What is it? It's 11:30.
Yeah, recording this one a little late. I kind of slacked off when it came to reading today. So I
read the book an hour ago too. Whatever. It's not like they're feeling the difference. They love this.
Yeah, they
do.
They
love it when I'm groggy.
They love the groggy Eric. I think they do.
You know what's funny? One of us has to be groggy. So, because if we do it early in the morning, you're groggy. If we do it late at night, I'm groggy.
Yeah, our schedules are completely reversed, so
we're pretty much living on the opposite side of the planet in the same city. It's pretty weird.
It's like you're a vampire and I'm a human. We're so opposite.
Are you calling me a weak sauce? I'm just kidding. I hate vampires. You know what? You know what really ticked me off about this first chapter? Can we just jump right? No, maybe we shouldn't jump right into it.
No.
We got 2 5-star reviews.
We got some reviews this week.
We got Cubby Bear 912 coming in with a great job. Love it, guys. Excited to see what you think of all that happens over the next 3 books. Why are you excited about that? I am curious. You should not be. We're about to rip these books to shreds because of how terrible they are. But thank you for the comment. Potter Cullen, Twilight, please do all of them. This is what I listen to while doing everyday chores. Wait, you only do chores once a week? Just kidding. It helps pass time during my summer vacation. Wait, what?
You're in summer right now? What?
You're in summer vacation. This is... Wait,
Already?
You're supposed to be having fun. Don't listen to our podcast. No, wait, just kidding. Yes.
Aren't you supposed
Blast
to be in
our
school
podcast
still?
at the beach. School's out, dude. School's out for champs. What are you talking about?
It's only May. It's not June yet. Everyone gets out of school in June.
Dude, this person's living in a different world. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah, I guess.
We just got contacted by a 4th dimensional being. They control time. Anyways, they say, I've read Twilight and loved it, comma. But this helps me realize how messed up it is.
Yeah.
No, well. Thank you. Thank you very much. 2 5-star reviews. Keep it up, guys. We appreciate it.
Yeah, seriously. That's amazing. Like, the whole,
Spit it out, man. Get it out of your throat.
Okay. There are, like, the thing, like, it's held true. So this week we didn't get as many downloads, but we got more reviews this week. So it's like, we keep doing that reverse thing every single week.
It works for me. We need more reviews. That way I know at least we're making contact.
Something else that has really bothered me. So I'm the one that edits the podcast. So,
if you can call it editing.
I know. But I had to listen to this last one a lot more because I had to put in the movie edits from our reactions to the movie, you know?
Oh, jeez.
So,
dude, I
listened
apologize.
to it.
I should have brought my laptop and like my microphone at least. I listened to the audio with that.
Yeah, the
thing,
audio's not the best.
Like a little bit. Oh, so bad.
But
sorry about that, guys.
Something I noticed is I say like so much. Like, oh. So I'm going to try to not say that word.
Yeah,
as much.
right.
It's going to be very difficult because I use it as a filler. I don't say it on purpose. Okay. I just say it because I need to like fill a gap, and so I move on to the next sentence. It's very difficult.
I'll help you. I've been wanting to tell you for the longest time, but I wanted you to realize for yourself.
I knew I said it, but when you like listen to it,
you said it again. Every time you say like, it's going on the ukulele.
It's so difficult. It's a filler for me.
All
right.
It's okay. I did the same thing when I was a kid, and then my dad started teasing me. I was like, I was about.
Is that what he did?
11 years
grabbed
old.
His ukulele and was like,
nah, he just starts saying like he just say it. He just spam it basically. And I got over it, more or less. I started realizing that I was saying it more, and I definitely toned it down. It's just basically part of like, dang it, white person culture, maybe.
I don't know. It's really annoying, so I definitely want to.
It is annoying, and it's bad for podcasts.
Yes,
so we're on it. We got the ukulele. On top of it. Oh, yeah. All right. Is the ukulele good at it? Maybe it should be something else.
I kind of like it.
All right.
Should we move on? Should we get on with the book?
Did that count? You kind of like it?
It doesn't count.
Of course not.
New Moon. Let's jump into it. Second book. We are continuing the journey. This is crazy.
Oh, we're gonna have to make a new thumbnail. By the way.
We're gonna make a new thumbnail for sure.
It's gonna be sweet.
There'll be a new thumbnail when this comes out. By the time,
do you think it'll involve a red rose with white paint on it?
It'll
find out next week when we post this, or this week when we post this. I guess
we'll see what we do. Today we're gonna be going over the preface and chapter 1, Party.
Preface.
Party was such a long chapter that it was. I don't know. I don't think we could do 2 chapters in what we would usually do. So
that's what you think. I read it all. I'm a champion. I was falling asleep. I was slouching so far down in my sofa that I was basically, I don't know, not gonna be able to come back out. It was pretty bad. It's pretty hard to read these books, man. They just drag on. But I'm gonna give Stephanie Meyer a pat on the back for at least starting the book with something fun. You know?
Yeah.
Like, actually going for something that helps move the plot along immediately. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was... so far, the beginning of this book is written better, in my opinion.
Heck yeah.
Just what I've seen so far. I think she's kind of hit her stride a little bit. Yeah, she learned.
She got some mad feedback. And when I say mad feedback, I mean mad, angry feedback from people that are basically just calling her out, telling her and asking her, did you pay attention in English class? Do you know how a book is read? Did you read a book before you wrote this book?
That's why she has this little part about Romeo and Juliet in the very beginning here. So it's she's showing. Studied. She's like, I did read a book. Okay, I know about Romeo and Juliet. So
yeah, but then she includes Romeo and Juliet right afterwards too. What the heck? I almost feel like that's the worst taste possible. Shoot, I said like.
She's trying to compare Edward and Bella to Romeo and Juliet, I think. I don't know. But
not yet. But they were starting to analyze it because she had to watch the video. That was her excuse, so they watched it. And she cried about it. But anyways.
All right.
Oh, I get it. Wait, no, she does try to tie in Romeo and Juliet because they start talking about, what if I die? Would you kill yourself?
Yeah, exactly.
And Edward's like, I'd totally kill myself. And she's like, basically, she was, I almost did it. I almost said it. Anyways, she basically said that she wouldn't or something.
Yeah.
Right? And he was like,
we'll get to it, but yeah.
Okay, fine. Preface first. Okay.
Let's go. So
I'm unorganized.
it's okay. I felt like I was trapped in one of those terrifying nightmares. The one where you have to run till your lungs burst. But
She's
can't.
never done it that much because she is a klutz. She has no idea what that feels
She would
like.
fall as soon as she started shoot. Even if if she even tried to start running, she would just fall and collapse on her face.
Easy burn.
Yeah. It was kind of lame.
Anyways,
my
continue.
legs seemed to move slower and slower as I fought my way through the callous crowd. But the hands on the huge clock tower didn't slow. With resentless, uncaring force...
Resentless?
What did I say?
Resentless.
Did I really?
Yeah, you said
relentless. Sorry, my bad. They turned inexorably towards the end. The end of everything. This was no dream, and unlike the nightmare, I wasn't running for my life. I was racing to save something infinitely more precious. My own life meant little to me today. Alice had said...
This is so boring. This is dumb.
Alice had said there was a good chance that we would both die here. Perhaps the outcome would be different if she weren't trapped by the brilliant sunlight. Only I was free to run across this bright, crowded square, and I couldn't run fast enough. So it didn't matter to me that we were surrounded by our extraordinary, dangerous enemies. As the clock began to toll out the hour, vibrating under the soles of my sluggish feet, I knew I was too late, and I was glad something bloodthirsty waited in the wings. For in failing at this, I forfeited any desire to live. The clock tolled again, and the sun beat down from the exact center point of the sky.
I hate that last phrase.
The clock tolled again, and the sun beat down. That part?
From the exact center point of the sky? If she's trying to use imagery or something, it's failing. I don't care where the sun is. If it's directly above you, why do you have to say exact center point?
Yeah, the exact center point of the sky doesn't really make sense.
Like, oh dang it, I said it again. Who cares where the sun is? Why is that important in your imagery?
What does it accomplish? What's important is the sun shining down on them. Like that does make sense because. Okay. So what I get from this beginning part is
what do you get? Because this makes nothing to me. This feeds me nothing.
So it doesn't. There's nothing really much here except for a line where it says, Alice has said there was a good chance we both would die here. Perhaps the outcome would be different if she weren't trapped by the brilliant sunlight. So what I kind of get from this is she's in the open somewhere and something's wrong. Or she can't move or something. So the sunlight... There'll be a bunch of humans that can see them. So if the sunlight goes on her, then there's sunlight.
If this is supposed to be getting me excited and interested in the book, it's just so weak. It's so weak. It will show the world. It will show the world that there's vampires. That's kind of what I get from this. Is that Alice? Dude. Nowadays, you could totally easily ride that off. Just be like, "Dang it, I said it again." You'll be like, "Dang it." You'll be. What do you say when you want to say it? They'll be like, "Shoot, what's the phrase?" I think it counts. Anyways, they'll be more or less. There we go. Like, dang it. It's so hard to talk English. Like, dang it! A glitter party. They were just rolling around in a glitter party. Where am I going with this?
Just talk. You know, when you say it, then...
Well, you know how, like, dang it! You know how people have a bunch of makeup or stuff? Like, dang it! It has a bunch of glitter in it. I can't do this anymore. I'm done. I'm stupid. I have no points to make.
Are you trying to say that she should play it off? Like,
I'm just saying, nowadays, people have the dumbest fashion, and they might just have tons of glitter all over their skin. And people will just look at them, and they'll just think in their head, okay, one more nerd walking around in the sun with a bunch of glitter on. Who cares?
I don't know.
It's not like it'll stick out too much. I think that's the right way to use like. It's not like they'll stick out too much. I believe that was correct. Whew.
All right. So that's the preface right there.
And it was weak.
It's supposed to foreshadow what's going to happen later in the book, I would assume. I don't know why else they would put it here. But apparently, Alice and Bella are going to be in trouble. Where's Edward? No idea. It doesn't say anything really about that. Something about...
Probably in a shadow somewhere, sulking.
There must be a reason why the clock is important. It comes up a couple times. Why, it dings, whatever, tolls.
Dong.
And
where is there a clock that's big enough in public?
New York or something, maybe?
Nah, London, man. Big Ben.
Why the heck would they be in London?
Why the heck would they be next to a really big clock in public? I can't think of any place that has a big clock that has hands. She said there were hands, right?
What if like in a mall? Isn't there just like a big... I guess the mall would be inside, but they're kind of like a skylight or something.
It's still weak, though.
I don't know. Anyways.
She's got us guessing. Dang it, it's working.
She got us. Oh.
She's got us. We're hooked. Oh, no.
Point 1 to Stephanie Meyer.
Like a stupid trout.
Point, 0 points to the morons we are. All right.
To the noob mooners.
To the moon. So we're going to move on to chapter 1, Party.
Party.
All right. So it starts off with...
Hardly a party.
Yeah. Starts off with Bella dreaming. I guess I was going to say it takes her a while to realize, it takes her a while to realize that she is the grandma, but then again, if she's dreaming, you don't even realize you're like something's wrong until it takes you a while to like figure out.
You don't even realize it, do you?
I don't. I don't even. I didn't realize I said it in that sentence, to be honest.
Twice.
Wow. All right.
This is hard. This is part of the fun.
Really
Everyone's just hanging out.
They're hating
gripping
it,
their
though.
seats anxiously.
They're
No
so
way,
mad
dude.
at it.
They can't be. This is great.
So the dream starts off
so
with
woke.
She's looking at her grandma Marie, but she says there's no way it's her because she's been dead for 6 years.
Dang, harsh.
She says that Gran, she calls her Gran, hasn't changed much. So basically the dream is her. Every time she looks over at Gran, or every time she makes a face or lifts up a hand or something like that,
Grandma does
the grandma does exactly the same thing. She doesn't realize,
almost like a mirror.
Yeah, like it's a mirror, like a reflection. She doesn't realize it though. So Edward comes up to her and like puts an arm around her, and when Bella looks back at the mirror, but she doesn't know it's a mirror, she looks back at Grandma, and Grandma's like, shoot, she has her arm around just like nothing. Like the grandma has her hand just around thin air, and Bella's really confused what's going on. She then realizes,
it were a waste.
Yeah, she then realizes that she is Grandma.
She's
like
a
the
dried
grandma.
old apricot.
So her it's more of a nightmare that she's gonna get super old and Edward's still gonna be 17. And I think that's a realistic nightmare. It's, with the way that Edward's going, how he doesn't want Bella to change. Like, how could you make out with a 90-year-old woman? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Like,
that's because he's so romantic and he doesn't objectify women, and he's so much more deep than the normal man.
But that's illegal. He's 17.
It's illegal to be old.
No, he's 17. You can't, with someone
he's cougar prey. He's cougar prey, man.
He's not over the age of 18. It's illegal.
It's true, man. It's true. There's some things that you cannot control.
So, I was thinking about this. Why doesn't Bella just cut herself in front of Edward?
Oh shoot! And then they just suck her dry.
No, and just and shove it in his face and be like, "Here, like, bite me."
Well, because then he'd keep sucking until she died.
Just tell Alice. Be like, "Hey, I'm gonna cut myself in front of Edward, and you stop him. You stop him once."
He'll probably just leave.
Edward he'd stop breathing. I said like,
I know.
he'd stop breathing, more or less what he did later on in the chapter, and he just wouldn't do anything. He'd just be like, nope, no, wait.
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know what that was.
That was about two voices coming out of your face right there.
I
don't know.
I'm having issues right now. Give me a break. I have to stop myself from saying that stupid word. And
I'm having the time of my life right now. Sorry.
So
I need to turn a fan on.
I downloaded the book, on my computer, and there's a typo in it. It makes me laugh so hard. It says it's while she's dreaming. It says, I was about to ask her a question. I had so many. What was she doing here in my cream?
It says dream in my book.
I know, but I got a typo in mine. Like when someone was
That's hilarious.
when someone was, writing this.
They missed the D by one key.
And it says cream, and it makes me laugh
Autocorrect couldn't
so
catch that one.
hard.
What's she doing in my cream?
Oh.
Such a white person problem. Grandma, get out of my cream.
Yeah, my cream.
This cream ain't
Brian.
yours, Grandma. Get your own cream.
Go make your own cream.
I'm glad I didn't have that typo. I probably would have just glanced over it and never would have found the humor in it anyway.
I thought it was really funny.
Thank you for spicing up my life, man.
We also get a possible vampire fact in the dream where
What?
Edward.
Which one?
When Edward's standing by Bella and they have their arms, around each other, and they look in the mirror, Edward isn't in the mirror. So vampires don't show up in mirrors? Or is it just
Right.
in the dream?
That's in the dream.
So do they show up in mirrors? I don't remember.
Duh. Of course they do.
All right. I don't remember.
She teases it a couple pages later after
Yeah.
she gets her picture.
The camera, yeah.
Yeah.
He just laughs, though. He doesn't say anything, though.
Well, because it's obviously just a myth.
Okay.
It's not real. I mean, physics still take place in this world.
I know they went over a lot of the myths and stuff in the first book, but I don't
that
remember
wasn't one
all
of
of them.
Yeah, Stephanie probably forgot that one, so she had to tie it in somehow.
We find out after Bella wakes up that it's her birthday. It's the day of her birthday.
It's her birthday!
I wrote down that the little calendar in the corner of the clock's display informed me that today was September 13th, my birthday. And I was like,
Dude.
good thing Stephanie Meyer didn't choose September 11th.
Oh, dang. I'm pretty sure she wouldn't do that because this came out way after that.
I know, but oh man. Why?
That would have been nerdy.
I wouldn't have even chosen something even close, to be honest. Not even September 13th. I would have done August 10th or something. Yeah.
August? Why August?
I don't
What's
know.
with August?
Just because it's a kind of around the same time, but it's not in the same month. I don't know. Just saying September 13th is just so close. It made me think of it, and I was like, oh man. But
I wonder if there's people that are so hardcore that they have birthday parties for Bella.
oh, like fans of that
Yep.
in real
Like they
life
celebrate her
Ooh,
birthday.
I don't know. It's possible.
We should start. You know what? We should host one.
That's in a long time though.
I know. We'll have plenty of time to pump it up and get everybody psyched. And then what'll happen is when the day comes, we'll basically say, sorry, party's canceled, Bella style.
Can I say it's super annoying that she doesn't like the fact that it's her birthday?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Starting to tick me off too.
She's super annoying about it. Like no presents, no anything, It's a one day a year. Just suck it up.
Yeah. Stephanie Meyer took that way too far. Girls are not like that at all.
Bella's not like a regular girl though.
True, but still, she just takes it way too far because the only reason she doesn't want the birthday is because she's 18. She's getting old. Which is weird because that's like, dang, that's the age that most girls look forward to. Like, I'm legal or whatever. This is stupid. It's something to celebrate. Like, I'm an adult.
She's super mad about it because she's older than Edward. So I get why she's mad about certain aspects of it.
Right.
Where she feels like she's getting older and
Yeah, he's forever 17 and now she's 18.
Yeah, getting further and further away from Edward. So I get it, but I don't know, it's a little much, but I guess Stephanie Meyer really wanted to drive home the fact about, that. So she's officially 18 years old.
Nobody cares besides her. Just kidding. The exact opposite.
She said it was.
I find it surprising, actually, how many people really want to celebrate her birthday. I don't know. I wouldn't treat Bella that nice. She's not that nice. She's not that good of a friend,
I don't think a lot of the people at school. I don't think really any of her school friends said anything.
Well, she tried to keep it a secret, right?
Yeah, but a teacher's gonna say something. Are you kidding me? They have that information.
Yeah. Reality
one of her
strikes.
teachers said something.
Everybody knows.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, and they say birthdays over the intercoms.
And they had MySpace back then. I mean, come on.
That's true too. So we found out. So she's like, "Oh, I had the perfect summer ever." She's like been really dreading her birthday, just for the fact because of the whole Edward situation. So she keeps thinking about that dream of Gran, but it wasn't really her Gran, it was her. She keeps talking about how, I don't know, a lot of stuff about Edward, and she's talking about how it's like her birthday and how Edward wants to spend like money on her. She keeps talking
Apparently
about,
they're rich.
Yeah, Edward's like super loaded and stuff like that, which makes sense because Alice knows the stock market ahead of time,
the stock market,
which is awesome.
You think they get audited so hard if everybody's just investing and always getting things right?
They're always making money. It's like something they might know, like the inside of these companies or something.
Yeah, that's not real at all.
They would definitely get investigated if they were always.
Yeah, talk about not keeping a low profile. They do it all wrong.
Yeah.
But they are living the life. I mean, all they got to do is invest, everything they have in one thing, and Alice is good to go.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine them being like, "Oh, put $5 million on Amazon at the very beginning"? Like, oh shoot, they would be so loaded. It'd be oh man.
They'd be in the dream world.
Oh,
no. They'd be in the Twilight Zone.
Ooh, nice one. She keeps talking about so she doesn't want any presents for her birthday. She shows up to school in her truck. She talks about how Edward wants to like buy her a car. Audi. Yeah, he says Audi. What was it? Audi Coupe. And I was like, is that supposed to be like a sponsor or something? Like they paid Stephanie Meyer to like write Audi in her book or something. Like I don't know, but yeah, screw myself.
I'm sorry, man, but this is going to be one of the best podcasts ever just because of this episode.
We're starting off the second book really strong, aren't we?
The subtitle is going to be when two dudes realize they like too much.
Like a party. That's what I'm going to name it.
Like, totally.
She gets to school and Edward and Alice are awaiting her, which I thought was kind of weird because in the last book, Edward picked her up and drove her to school every single day. Right. So I thought it was weird that she drove to school, but
it must have been her wishes.
She had some weird wishes. She gets to school and then Alice is like, "Hey, I have a present for you. Do you want to open it now or later?" And she says no presents, which is so rude. Like
it is so rude.
It's fine. Like you don't want to celebrate your birthday. I don't know. Like it's your birthday. Like suck it up. That's what That's what I think. But it's so rude if someone's already bought you a present to not accept it. Like, are you kidding me?
Right. That's what I mean. Stephanie Meyer takes this book way too far. She's just developing Bella's personality to be the snobbiest snob around. Like the. Imagine Bambi.
Whoa.
Put it in a Goldilocks dress. Have it jumping around, prancing around like a weird little deer, and then just give it one of those like the white girl voices. I don't know. That's just how I imagine her. Just I don't know. Personally, I think deers are snobs. So Bambi's probably the ultimate snob, and then just Goldilocks. She's pretty snobby too. and then a white girl. Anyway, sorry, I'm trailing.
What?
I'm trying to.
I don't understand anything you just said.
Never mind. Hey, I didn't say like though. Hey, woohoo.
Can whoever's listening to this podcast, someone needs to explain what the heck just happened.
Please.
I do not.
We're gonna have we're gonna have about 5 or 6 interpretations that are different. They're gonna analyze it for years to come.
Wow, that was something else, Eric.
The metaphors.
Yeah. Anyways, it's really rude of Bella not to accept Alice as president. I don't get it. She talks about how she already knew what Charlie and Renee got her for her birthday. She got a scrapbook from her mom, and then a camera from Charlie.
Pretty sweet.
So she already knows about all that stuff. They're seniors now. We find out that Emmett and Rosalie weren't in the same grade as them, which I didn't realize that. So Emmett and Rosalie had graduated last year.
Yay.
Which reminds me of the movie. Remember when Edward has all those caps on the wall in a frame,
right?
All the graduation caps
going up the stairs or whatever.
When we talked about how, like, if someone came over to their house and saw that, that was way too loud. But if they,
I really strummed it for you.
they came over and saw that, how awkward that would be. Like, explain this one to me. Like, why do you have so many graduation caps? Yeah.
We collect famous graduation caps.
Yeah, this one
no good explanation.
This one, George Clooney's right here.
This one's Michael Jordan's. Most people don't know Shaquille O'Neal actually graduated. What else? Let's see.
But she talks about how 18 isn't very old, but it's older than Edward, she mumbles. So she's super unhappy about the fact that she's older than Edward.
How funny is that? You actually have a situation where you can catch up in age to somebody older than you. That's so bad. I think every kid thinks that there's a possibility. Crap, I said it. There's a possibility that you can catch up to someone that's older than you. I don't know. Personally, I thought it was possible.
I get that.
I used logic all day long, just trying to figure it out. No, it's possible because eventually I'll be half his age, and then. But obviously, that's not how the world works.
Yeah, it's not possible.
But in this world, it could work. It's super weird.
It's really weird. I think the best chance Bella has at turning into a vampire is Alice. I think Alice is someone that understands where she's coming from. Edward just doesn't. Edward is so stupid about it. I just think that
no way. Okay, think of it this way: the only way that Edward's gonna, because he is set, he knows that that's not what he wants for her, and he's not gonna participate in it, and everybody else is gonna respect his decision. Even doesn't matter how much she wants it. It is his decision. In many ways, I could prove it, but I'm pretty sure I would trail. But where was I going with this? Oh, the only way that he's going to accept her becoming a vampire is if she's going to die early. You know, we kind of joked about, like, dang, how the last book should be with, what's his face? Tyler running her over with a van and be like, nope, this is how you wanted it. But not quite to that extent. She's going to have some, like, dang it, some life-threatening experience, and he's just going to have to bite her. Maybe it's going to be.
Maybe later on.
It's going to be too early.
You know, later on, the whole Romeo and Juliet thing, what if it's foreshadowing what Juliet, like, it's foreshadowing what Bella will do? What if Bella is so desperate to be with Edward forever
she's gonna throw herself off a cliff?
She throws herself off a cliff or something, or jumps in front of a car. You know what I mean? I think Bella
can't stand that.
I think Bella would be crazy enough to do it. I really do. I think she would. She would think it's the only way if Edward's not going to do it. She's gonna say, "Hey, Edward, like I'm gonna throw myself off a cliff if you don't."
She'll start threatening him that
I could totally see Bella doing it.
They talk later about committing suicide too.
They do.
Oh my gosh, is Stephanie Meyer actually this crazy in trying to set this up so blatantly obvious?
I don't know.
In such a manner that we, two noobs that read books, can figure it out.
Just imagine like a 14-year-old girl reading this and just being, hey, maybe a vampire will save me if I jump off a cliff.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know.
Dude, I kind of want to Google it right now.
Suicide rate when Twilight came out?
No. Twilight related deaths.
Oh, jeez. There's no way.
Nah, it's just a bunch of deaths that happened in the Twilight Saga.
Oh, great. Now you've spoiled everything.
Well, it's just like 13 mind-blowing secrets from the new Twilight novel, Life and Death. It's just stuff like that.
We find out that
Life and Death versus Twilight, a sexy vampire glossary.
ooh.
Oh, boy.
I'll read that one later.
Oh, yeah. You don't have time.
I know. So
Can't even read this one.
the Alice and them are gonna throw a party at the Colin's house for Bella. Bella says, "I didn't know I had plans to be there. Like, I don't want to be there." And it's, dude, they're throwing a party for you. Just be grateful and go. It's so stupid.
Right?
So she says, "I thought my birthday was about what I want." Like, who says that? You stupid teenage girl. Edward says, "I'll get her from Charlie's right after school." She says, "I have to work." So, and then Alice went and talked to her boss and got her the night off. Like,
Dang.
how sweet of a person this is. Like, that is
Hold on.
so nice.
She has a job?
Yeah, she has a job.
What does she do?
Oh, it says it, I think, later on. I can't remember. It totally says
I don't
it,
remember
though.
at all. Because I remember that it says she got off of work, but I don't remember what.
It says it. I know it says it. I just don't remember.
Okay,
But-
well, if we don't remember,
I'll
you have
Google it.
2
I'll
guesses,
Google it.
and I have... No, we have guesses.
Oh, guesses.
Where did she get a job? What does Stephanie Meyer think that she's capable of doing? Because I honestly can't see her baking. I can't see her waitressing.
I think
can't
it's
see her mowing lawns.
It's probably at like a Hollister or something like that, like American Eagle type job where there's like clothes and stuff. That's what I would think. Something where there's clothes.
That's impossible. She would be skewering people left and right with clothes hangers, man.
Good point.
Yep. Could it be though?
But I don't know. Alice is. It's so nice of her. She got the night off for Bella, and she says, "I still can't come over." After Alice says this, what a noob. So she
What a noob.
So she says she has to watch Romeo and Juliet for English. Alice says you already have Romeo and Juliet memorized, but she is so stuck on this that she has to watch the movie. So she ends up. That's what happens. She'll go home and she'll watch the movie, but we'll get to that later. She talks about how Mike doesn't really even stare at her anymore, really, at school. Like, not in a bad way. Like, look at her and be, "Oh, like, you're with Edward. Oh, I want to be with you." It doesn't. She says it doesn't exist anymore. Mike has changed. You know, everything's chill between the two of them. They say like
But they did break up.
They say the gossip doesn't exist anymore, that they've been together for so long that no one really talks about it anymore, which in high school that is a thing. You know, if you've been together for 6 months and that's crazy for everyone. That's it never really happens in high school.
That
so
just doesn't happen.
does not happen. I can't remember anything else that really happens at school, but
I just remember Alice saying that it's going to be fun at the party.
yeah,
And that,
exactly.
That didn't make any sense. I don't understand how Alice didn't see it coming.
Something
You know what I'm
must have changed then.
Right. But what would have changed?
I don't know. It's good.
Nobody's decisions were influenced at all.
I don't know. She goes into how she has
Inconsistencies.
Oh, here it is. Here's the job. My own personal income came from 3 days a week I worked at a local sporting goods store.
She's selling guns.
At a local sporting goods store. So every penny she makes goes to college, which is plan B. Plan A is obviously her turning into a vampire and not having to go to college. So
Plan B. Is she hinting that she's going to have a vampire baby? She doesn't want it. Sorry, I'm reading really into this right now. My bad.
That is not what I got from that at all. All I got was Plan A is her turning into a vampire. Plan B is college. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know, Plan B, it says it right there. She could totally have a vampire baby, though, right?
I would think it's possible. I don't know yet.
I wonder if there are two different species. Like, if their genes just wouldn't work. You know, like, if a dog and a cat got together, they can't make a cat dog.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it just doesn't happen. I have no idea. That's a good question.
It wouldn't really be a good situation for her because, like, babies just hang out in blood. So
They're so young, though. There's no way they're going to have a kid. At least not yet.
it's true. Edward's got rules. He's got standards, man. He's got
That's true.
principles. He's got the law. This dude's from the 1800s. He knows what's up.
Yeah, he's an old-fashioned guy. He knows what's going on.
He is.
A man of high self-esteem.
Sorry.
Yep. Sums it up. Yep. Then that's when they talk about money and how he wanted her to give her a car,
Money.
and how the stock market, and how they want to take him
always
to an
get there.
expensive restaurant in Seattle. All this stuff, which I would be like, let's go,
Let's go.
let's give me it. But
Yeah. Show me the money.
so they go. I think the next thing is really they go home. Yeah, they drive home. They talk about Edward mentions the stereo, how it's just awful. It's just really bad. They get to the house and they start watching the movie Romeo and Juliet. This is where they kind of have a little bit of a deep conversation about
Romeo and Juliet.
yeah, Romeo and Juliet versus kind of like where they are. Edward mentions how he doesn't have much patience for Romeo. That's what brings up the whole conversation. He says that what's wrong with Romeo is that he's in love with Rosaline, and
Rosaline.
yeah, Rosaline. And then after a few minutes after the wedding, he kills Juliet's cousin. So he just makes mistake after mistake, and I think he's kind of comparing himself to Romeo, that Edward just makes mistake after mistake.
Is he comparing it, or is he just analyzing an old story that he's probably had time to study many times?
Oh, I'm sure he's studied it. He's been in high school
He's just going
so many
deep
times
into it.
too.
I don't-
So
I don't think he's comparing himself to anything yet. He's just starting to analyze it like he's a champ, you know, at Romeo and Juliet, right? Shakespeare in general.
yeah,
That's all I see. Either way,
he goes. Yeah,
Stephanie Meyer's dumb.
they go in. This is when they go into the whole like suicide thing. They talk about how Carlisle, he tried to kill himself at the beginning when he first turned into a vampire. And then he talks about how when Bella almost died, like when James almost killed her, he said that like if Bella died, how he would kill himself basically. He was
Right.
he said that Emmett and Jasper wouldn't want to help him, so he was thinking, how would I do it? There's got to be a way. And then this is when we get maybe a foreshadowing or something. He says, I was thinking maybe I'd go to Italy. So maybe you're right. Maybe there's something in Italy that happens. But he says I'd go to Italy and do something to provoke the Volturi. I think I'm saying that right.
Sure.
And then Bella's obviously asked, what is that? So this is when we get an explanation. He says, they're a family, a very old, very powerful family of our kind. They're the closest thing our world has to a royal family. So I'm guessing...
Oh, they're royalty? I thought they were going to be the mob, a vampire mob.
No.
That would have been way better.
So it makes them sound like they're vampires, but they make the rules.
Right.
So...
Dem's cool vampire.
It hasn't been mentioned before. It wasn't in the first book. First time Edward's mentioned this to Bella and to us.
Yep.
I don't know.
Starting to see some world development.
Yeah, there's world development here. I'm sure something with them will come up.
They're going to have to take a loan out from the Volturi family. And it's not going to end well for the Cullens.
I don't know.
someone's kneecap's gonna get busted by the Venturi family. Sorry.
Yeah. But they kind of they get in a little bit of an argument about how her almost dying from James was more of Bella's fault, but Edward's like, no, it was my fault. We're going into this all over again. Charlie then comes home with pizza, and Edward's like, hey, can I steal Bella for the night? And Charlie's like, yeah, there's a baseball game on, so screw your
birthday sucks anyway.
Screw your birthday, like. I'm gonna watch.
I didn't even get a cake anyway. Big deal. Mariners are way better. My daughter's boring.
Peace out. I didn't want you in the first place.
Yeah, he's like, get off the TV.
Did I say that out loud? So
she is a pretty bum daughter, though.
She's pretty bummed out, but man, Charlie, he's not. It's your daughter's birthday. Come on, dude.
He barely even tried. He got her a pizza. Well, he got her a camera too, right?
Got a camera, yeah. So it was like nice and everything, but
presents aren't everything on a birthday. You gotta be involved, man.
I think they should have invited Charlie over to the Colons. Like Alice.
Oh, that would have ended well.
I don't know what I don't understand. There was no.
Well, they gotta lay low. That's
I know.
They have to lay low.
At some point, Edward, that's your father-in-law. I would assume at some point.
Not yet.
I know, but at some point I would assume. So apparently Alice does come over to their house, though. Charlie's house. And, like, Charlie and Alice are, like, best buds, apparently, is what kind of, like, what it says here, which is funny.
Yeah,
because he's
she
like...
came over while Bella was healing, because she had to have a lot of help, doing basic things.
Yeah. It's funny, because it almost sounds like in the paragraphs that where it talks about Alice... how she comes over, it almost sounds like Charlie.
He's got a crush on her?
No, I would say he's more like, I want Alice as a daughter and not you, Bella.
Like, dang, I didn't think of it like, I thought he just had a crush on her.
No,
he was swapping daughters.
Like,
that'd be even.
This is the daughter
worse.
I've always wanted.
Oh man, that's great. I didn't even look at it like that. That's perfect, dude. Chuck's the man.
So
he's just blatantly shoving it in her face. Alice is way better than you.
So far,
you guys switch.
So far, he's right though. Alice is so much better than Bella. As of the story so far, yeah, definitely.
She's involved in other people's lives. She actually has some spunk.
She's super nice and buys gifts for people. Calls your boss and gets you off work on your birthday. Are you kidding me?
Right?
My
Wouldn't
goodness.
Want that. That's
She risks her life to save you and drives to Phoenix and like helps you and stuff. Like, come on.
Well, Chuck doesn't know that.
That's why I gave Alice the MVP, or I was Team Alice last book.
Right. Was Alice the one that like set up Bella falling down the stairs through the window or whatever?
I don't know who.
Alice?
I don't know who set that up. I don't know.
I think it was Alice.
I couldn't tell.
Anyways, doesn't matter. Dang it. It happens every time. Sorry.
So they take off to the party. Edward says
party.
While they're driving, Edward says, "So if you won't let me get you the Audi, is there anything else that you'd like for your birthday?" She says, "You know what I want." And he says, "Not tonight, Bella, please." And then what? Like basically turn me into a vampire. Want? Turn me into a vampire. That's all she wants. That's all she cares about. That's her.
I think a younger girl would be thinking of something else.
Oh, okay. That's not what I thought.
I'm 18.
Maybe what she's trying to hint
what
at.
I thought was going on, man.
You know what I want, and then
you know what I want.
And then it makes it sound like not tonight, Bella. Like as in like
see?
Like it's happened like 3 times this week, just not tonight. Like I don't know.
Right.
It's so
I'm
bad.
Exhausted.
It's so bad. But
well, remember the last book when she was basically, what was it? They were in the hospital and she said, "I'm not done kissing you yet. Get back here, mister," kind of a thing.
She says the weirdest things. Oh,
yeah, dude.
Remember in the movie?
That was such a...
In the movie, she attacked him on that bed, dude. Oh.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Okay,
there's a book 18. That's close to...
You're 18 years old. This is her first boyfriend. Obviously, the hormones are going crazy at this point. Let's be honest. You're 18 years old and you've never had a boyfriend. Oh, yeah. You're going to go crazy.
Yeah, you're going to be weird. But you don't have to put it in the book, man. All these little weird little hints.
It definitely could be a hint at something else, but to me, it's clear that she's talking about how she wants to become a vampire.
Yeah. Okay, fine.
So they get to the house, and everyone is just super pumped about the party. Alice especially. Alice is, oh man, she loves the fact that it's been a birthday. They mentioned the fact
she wants to have a party of all kinds.
Yeah, they mentioned the fact that the last the real birthday party that they had was for Emmett in like 1935 or something like that. I think is right.
Yeah, that's what I remember. 35.
So
they're stoked. They got the fruit punch bowls out. They got the fine china.
There's balloons.
They got helium for days. I wonder what a vampire sounds like on helium.
Okay, Alice set it up. She made dozens of crystal bowls filled with hundreds of roses. Like,
right?
What?
That's expensive.
What?
Well, they're loaded.
There's a small pile of silver wrapped presents. Like, she is, oh man, this is like my favorite part of the chapter though, was when she starts opening presents. Like, this part was awesome.
Awesome. Hardly.
She starts opening up a present, and the box feels empty to her. She opens it up and it is empty. She's like, what the heck? Why is it empty? And
Get
wrecked. Jasper laughs and says, it's a stereo for your truck. Emmett's installing it right now so that you can't return it, which is awesome. Because she would probably return it because she's an idiot. And then the best part about this is it says, I could hear Emmett's booming laugh from my truck. And I couldn't help laughing too. And I started laughing when I read that part because Emmett is seriously like, I know I said it, but Emmett... That was so nice. That sounded awesome. Emmett's becoming like probably close second favorite Colin. Alice is first, and then Emmett would be second for me at this point.
You actually like these characters? Sorry.
Dude, Emmett's laughing at her because he's installing the radio in her truck. It's awesome. I think it's awesome, but...
Do you think that's awesome?
Yeah.
I think that's awesome?
I'm trying to find the most positive things from this book. Don't take it from me, okay? Don't take that away from me.
That's how you react? All right, man. I think this book is changing you. You weren't supposed to like these characters at all. And now you admit that you like characters from Twilight?
Better than the main characters. I like Jacob more than Bella and Edward. He's not even been in this book yet.
Oh, man.
The people that are sane make me happy because there's too many insane people in these books so far.
I can understand that now. Yeah.
I'm trying to get every positive thing out of these books that I can. I'm trying to enjoy what I can. And so far, Alice and Emmett are keeping me sane somewhat. So
they're keeping the story moving along.
Yeah.
I can agree to that.
Edward gets her a gift as well. Bella freaks out and says, "You promised, like you wouldn't give me a book, you wouldn't give me a present." Stupid, but
you wouldn't buy me something.
He says that I didn't spend a dime on it. So she starts to open it and she says, "Shoot!" I muttered when the paper sliced my finger. I pulled it out to examine the damage. A single drop of blood oozed from the tiny cut. Uh-oh. You're screwed.
This is gonna be fun.
You're in the middle of shoot, I said it again. You're in the middle of a kitchen with 6 vampires around you. So yeah. Edward throws himself at Bella and gets in between her and Jasper, because Jasper's the newest one. So Jasper,
he's got the toughest time trying to
blood is not
suck blood.
Yeah, not his friend.
Blood is our friend, not food.
But he throws Bella back across the table, scattering the cake. basically like ruins the party.
There goes the party.
Yeah. And Jasper and Edward sound like they're going to go at it. And Emmett comes up behind, grabs Jasper. And she just says, I tumbled down to the floor by the piano with my arms thrown out instinctively to catch my fall into the jagged shards of glass.
Now she's cut in more than one place.
So she's not doing so well.
Now there's blood everywhere.
Not doing so good. Dazed and disoriented, I looked up from the bright red blood pulsing out of my arm into the fevered? I don't know.
Fevered.
Oh, fevered. Oh my gosh. That was stupid. Screw myself into the fevered eyes of the 6 suddenly ravenous vampires. And that's how
many
chapter
vampires
1
are there?
ends. There's 6 of them.
Are you sure?
That's what it says in the book.
No, there aren't.
What does that mean?
There aren't 6 ravenous vampires. Count them. How many vampires do you have?
1 vampire, 2 vampire, 3 vampire, 4 vampire, 5 vampire,
6 ravenous vampires sitting on the wall. No, you've got Alice and then her boyfriend Jasper. You've got Rosalie, Emmett. That's 4. And then you've got Edward and Esme. That's 6. And then you have Carlisle. That's 7.
Maybe it's because Edward isn't one.
I think it's because Carlisle isn't one.
What do you mean?
Because Edward is ravenous. He's the one that he has to fight this off next chapter.
So,
right?
So you're saying that Bella thinks
She can count
on
really
Carlisle?
fast.
She counts on Carlisle more than Edward. She trusts
Probably.
Carlisle more.
Well, the dude's around blood every day. Right? I mean, come on. But it's funny how, what's her face? Stephanie Meyer actually said 6 rather than 7. So someone isn't ravenous. Someone doesn't have the rage. You know what I mean? Cliffhanger.
That's an interesting thought.
It is a thought. And we're
know.
going to have to let that simmer until next week. Thank you for stopping. This has been your last installment, or latest installment, of Noob Moon.
Yeah, that was.
Man, keep it going.
Oh,
You suck.
yes, I do.
Screw
myself.
Making me look like a fool over here. Making
Sorry,
dang it.
but
Oh well.
make sure to go to our Facebook page, like it if you haven't already, and that was the only time
Like
that
it.
like
Ukulele
is okay
like it.
to say it. Go and like it, please. Let's get those likes up. Invite people to the page. That would be awesome. Twitter and Instagram as well. Noob_Jason. Check that out. Let's see what else we got going on.
Leave a review.
Please leave a review on iTunes.
Keep them coming.
I think on Facebook you can actually leave a review or a recommendation on the page. I've seen
really?
I've seen a feature on there somewhere that says review and
fancy.
recommendation. So check that out. I don't know, maybe see what that's all about because I don't know honestly. But I really can't think of
Opportunities
anything
to grow.
else. We're just
Check out our Patreon.
Patreon.
We got
Help
my
out.
fam.
That way we can get better equipment, make it sound better. We can use that money
Get
to
some Taco Bell.
edit out the likes.
The likes. No, that's a thing now. We gotta incorporate the ukulele of power.
Yeah.
The grammar ukulele.
Grammar ukulele. That's what we're gonna call it. I like it. And that like was totally fine.
The
to say.
grammar lele.
But I think it does it. Unless you have something.
No, I'm
Cool.
good.
Cool.
I'm happy that we're done.
This has been Twilight
more
Noobs.
chapter.
This has been Twilight Noobs. We're on our journey through the second book. We hope you
Noob
enjoy
Moon.
it. Noob Moon.
You know what we should do?
What's that?
We should ask for people to send in their drawings of cover, or like a thumbnail cover art for Noob Moon.
That'd be pretty cool. I would.
Let's see if someone gets one in. Maybe that'll be it.
If you send in
You're probably a way
man.
better artist than we are.
Yeah,
Oh my
send in
gosh.
art. That would be a sweet to see some art from you guys. If any of
Alright.
you are artistic, I would love to see it.
Tartistic.
Tartistic. Draw art of a tart.
Tartistic. Man, you got some funny words for sleeves. I'm telling you.
When we've talked about this in the past, where when you have headphones on, it's hard to
can't
hear yourself.
anything.
You know, it's hard to talk.
so weird.
Right? It's really weird. It really is. But anyways, that's gonna do it. Twilight Noobs. I'm Jason.
I'm America.
And enjoy.
Dude, it's getting so awkward.
What's it called? What's this holiday that's coming up? Memorial Day.
It's already passed.
Oh, it passed?
That was last week. Yeah, for them.
Oh, for them,
us,
yeah.
it's tomorrow. Or
Sorry,
whatever.
for us it's tomorrow. So enjoy your Memorial Day in the
We
past.
hope you had a fun Memorial Day.
Jason's
We
having
hope you
issues.
remembered everything and memorized everything that you needed to for this memorable day. Talk about butchering an ending. How do we save this?